I'm filming this video on my phone because I'm the world's worst YouTuber and I forgot to charge my camera. Ew, I feel so weird filming on my phone. Like this actually, like I could see like my whole face and I'm not like staring into a lens. This feels weird. It's Ava and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. So I'm sorry about the terrible quality I'm filming on my phone today, as I've already said. I really wanted to get this video out for you guys, and the only way to do that right now is to film on my phone. Let's just get into the story for today, which this is a good one in my opinion. This is actually a work story time because I just recently got a job at a clothing store. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to say like where I work. They didn't cover that like when we were talking about things at my little orientation, so I have no idea, so I'm just not gonna say it. I'm gonna be safe. So I'm gonna call this Purple Clothing Store. I saw something purple over there, so that was my inspiration. I always call things like purple. Like my code name for everything is purple. I just recently started working at Purple Clothing Store about a month ago, I want to say. And this story is actually from like my second week of working, where I just got off training. I was nervous as hell. I was gonna screw everything up. I did screw a lot of things up. Like nervous to have a new job because like think about it. I'm only 16. I've never had job experience before. Of course I'm gonna be a little bit nervous. Like that's normal. And you know, being nervous doesn't get help when you have old in the line who try to fight you over everything. So let's get into the little story for today. Well, again, it's like my second week of working. I'm still allowed to use the excuse I'm training because I still have no idea what I'm doing. I did have an idea of what I was doing, just not everything, because where I work, the cash register, it's not like a normal transaction. You have to check all of these like things for like coupons, and it takes like a while to get used to. Like I just like, again, I've been working there for a month. I just fully like started to understand it. So I'm working the register one day and this lady comes up and she has like a cart full of like a lot of things. Like I'm talking so many clothes. I want to say she was about like maybe 50 to 60 years old. I feel like 55 is like a better age estimate. It's this 55-year-old woman who seems really nice at first. Like she seemed nice. She comes up to the counter with all of her stuff and then she starts putting it on the counter. But at this store, like there's usually like coupons and stuff going on, or like extra point things. Like I can't say too much without giving away what store I work at. Like at the store, there's like a ton of coupons. Like that's all I can say without giving everything away. This happened to be a week where we didn't have any coupons that we were giving away, and I'm pretty sure people didn't have their own. So she comes up to the counter and first of all, she's like, this pair of pants, and she's like, actually, I don't want these. I'm like, okay, I can take them for you. And I just take them and I put them in the back because that's what you do with things that people don't want. And then she said she's gonna like pay for her items in like multiple orders, which like I get it, I guess. Like our store's policy is like 2-ish orders. We don't really have like a set policy on it, but it's just like people like abuse the like multiple orders thing if they're using coupons, and it's like you can't have like 10 orders while there's a line of people, you know? So it's usually just set to 2. But like the thing is, I don't understand why she was doing her why she was cashing out in multiple orders, because I already had told her that there weren't any coupons this week. So it really wasn't gonna benefit her in any way. Like I'm still trying to think, like I didn't understand at the time, but like then again, I didn't know everything about the store. And like now that I know more about the store, like I don't understand why she was cashing out in multiple orders. Like it really didn't benefit her in any way. It was just a pain in the ass for me. So she's like, okay, I want all this in one order and then the rest of it in a second order, because 2 orders. I'm cashing her out. I'm like putting all of her stuff in bags and everything. And then she looks at the pair of pants that she told me that she didn't want. And she's like, you know what, actually I do want those pants. And then I put them back on the counter. I'm like, okay, cool, get the pants, I don't care, it doesn't affect me either way. So I put them back on the counter and then I'm cashing her stuff out again, and then she's like, on second thought, I don't want the pants, I don't want them. And I'm like, okay. Then I uncash out the pants, or however you say that, and then I put them back. I'm cashing out her other stuff and I complete the first order. She doesn't ask to put in her number for rewards, and by the way she was like coming to cash out, you would think that she like knew a lot about the store. Like she wanted everything in separate orders. She was asking about coupons. She obviously knew something about the store. So you would know that the store has a rewards thing. Now me working there was so much I had to focus on that me asking her about entering her rewards completely slipped my mind. Yes, part of that is my fault, but then again, I'm a 16-year-old girl working at a clothing store. You really think I know everything? The answer is no. So I cash her out. First order's done. Didn't enter a rewards number. It's all just sitting over there. And then I start cashing out her other order. I'm pretty sure, again, like somewhere in this process, we started going back and forth about the pants again. Ma'am, get the pants. You'd probably look great in them. Have fun. Live your best life in these I almost said my store's name, in these purples pants, okay? Like, so she ended up eventually getting the pants after, yeah, I want it, no, I don't. Yeah, I want it, no, I don't. And it was just a bunch of back and forth. So I put the pants back on the counter, I ring them up, and then they're part of the second order. And then she asked to enter her number for awards. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of strange. She didn't ask to do it for the first one. Maybe she just thought she didn't have to. Like, yes, I'm aware that part of that is my fault, but I just started working there. Like, me now, I would ask everyone, but like me, when I just started working there, like, I didn't know what I was doing. Also, the way that people handle things is, I just like skipped over a little bit, like me cashing her out and everything, just like acting like it was a completely normal interaction. But now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna tell you her attitude problems during this whole process. So as I'm cashing her out, so at this point in the story, we're up to her entering her number for awards. That's a whole thing on its own. We'll get into that. So as I'm cashing her out, I'm ringing up her stuff. I'm just doing my job. And she just has like this entire attitude the entire time. Like, ma'am, you came into this store by choice. You don't have to be here. That's the thing. Why do you have such an attitude for no reason? And to me, who didn't even have an attitude, like I have the biggest attitude in the world. When I'm at work, it's different. I'm like, you know, customer service voice.
Hi ma'am, how are you? Did you find everything okay? Blah, 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 blah.
I did nothing to deserve the attitude that I received. So as I'm like cashing her out, she's asking about coupons. I know we touched on that earlier. When I told her that we didn't have any coupons today, she wants to look at me and go,
Oh, really? Because there's always coupons when I come in this store.
do you think I'm hiding them up my... I can't just pull coupons out of my ass and give them to you. That's not how the store works. Sorry to break it to you. She's going back and forth with me, being rude as hell about the coupons. We don't have any. I'm not hiding them from you. I'm not gatekeeping the coupons. I just don't have them, and we don't have them to give to you. You running your mouth and complaining about coupons? One, you look insane, and two, that's not going to make coupons spawn out of thin air, ma'am. I'm sorry, it's not. So back to where we are in the story, her entering her number for awards. She only entered it on the second transaction. She starts asking about another coupon that we usually give out after we complete an order. It's like money off, because we go from like percentage to like money off type coupon. Finally stops griping about the percentage off coupons that she's not getting because we don't have them. And now she starts whining about the money off coupons. Again, we don't have them. I will never understand why it's so hard for someone to wrap their head around the fact that we don't have something. It's not here. I'm not hiding it from you. What would I get? What would I get, honestly, in life from hiding coupons from like 55-year-old women? What would I get? Can you please tell me how that benefits me in any way? No, you can't, because it doesn't. That would not benefit me at all. I don't know why all these people come in thinking that we're hiding coupons from them. Just can't spawn them out of thin air. I'm sorry. She starts whining about the dollar off coupon. She's like, really? No dollar off coupons today? And I'm like, no, ma'am, we don't have any. And this is still like, I have so much attitude in this video, but I had absolutely none. Like, I want to stress to you, absolutely none when I was working. Whenever I'm at work, especially when I first got the job, like this is 2 weeks into me working, no attitude whatsoever. Absolutely none. You think I want to lose my job over some random bitch who's whining about coupons? No. She's like, really? No dollar off coupons? And I'm like, no, not today. I'm sorry. And then she's like, really? Really? Because every time I come in here, you're handing out dollar off coupons. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, we're not today. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, we're just not handing those out today. I'm not hiding them from you, so don't even start that shit again. I don't care if you have coupons. You can use those, but you came in with no coupons and then you started asking me for them, and then when I didn't have them, you started pointing the finger like, oh, you're hiding them. So she keeps asking about the coupons, and then she starts asking in a way that like I don't really understand. She's kind of saying words that like don't really, you know, like they don't make sense to me. So I didn't understand the words that she was saying to me. She was just saying and asking like things in a really confusing manner. The words that she was saying did not make sense. She was also like mumbling a little bit, so I was just like very confused and I did not know what to make out of it. But like literally when she was talking, all I heard was gibberish. She was asking something about coupons. All I heard was coupons, and I was like, I'm sorry, what are you asking? Then she was like, I'm sorry, are you new here? Are you new here? And I was like, yeah. Oh, you're new here. Oh. Why was she so mean? I don't know. I didn't do anything. So after both of her transactions are complete, like her orders and everything, done cashing out, I think I'm done with her. I hand her her receipts and I'm like,
have a great day.
She's standing there. She's looking at the receipts and she's like, why isn't my rewards on the first transaction? And I said, because you didn't enter them on the first transaction. And she was like, you didn't ask me to. And I was like, am I your mother? So then I'm like, oh, you just didn't type them in for that one. I didn't even know you had rewards until you typed them in at the end. which if you shop here regularly, you would know that like you're supposed to enter them like after every transaction. But you seemed like a regular, ma'am, for the way you were up my ass about coupons trying to get them for me. So she's looking at her receipt, she's saying some shit like, oh, this is ridiculous, call someone over. And I was like, okay, I'll get someone. You know who I got? I got the coworker that trained me. I love this lady so much. She's one of those people that does not take shit from anyone, does not take rude attitudes from people, but she does it in like the nicest way. Like she will be as nice and professional as she has to be, and then like the second they're gone, I don't know why people have to be so rude. We're gonna call her Sarah. I don't know why that word just popped into my head. So she's complaining about the receipt.
You didn't ask me to, blah, blah, blah. Call someone. I want my rewards on my first order.
And then I'm like, Sarah, can you help me? And Sarah's like, sure, yeah, I'll be over in a sec. So Sarah comes over. The lady starts whining to Sarah.
Oh my god, she didn't ask me to put in my rewards for the first one.
So Sarah's talking to her in like the professional customer service voice. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. You're gonna have to call the number on the receipt to get your rewards transferred to your first order if you want to. That is so much for some damn rewards. Like, do you really need the purple store points that much? No, you don't. I promise you'll live. So Sarah finishes telling her to call the number and that we can't do anything about it in the store. And then Sarah goes back to doing whatever Sarah was doing, but like also like low-key watching to see like how the situation plays out. So then the lady starts grabbing her shit and putting it in her cart, and then she starts whining. This is the worst experience I've ever had at one of these stores. As she's like grabbing her bags with attitude. Bitch, don't even try me because my attitude is so much bigger, I promise you. This is just because I was at work. If I was anywhere else, you know, I have to keep my job. I have to keep making money somehow. All I could say in response to that was, sorry you feel that way. And then she left. And I said, have a nice day. And in reality, I wanted to say,
get out of my store, bitch!
Let's put this into perspective for you, okay? I'm a 16-year-old girl. First job, you obviously know that I'm new because you had to point it out so rudely to me. So you know that I'm new, cut me some slack, okay? Because like, I know damn well that you were a 16-year-old girl once because, you know, that's how humanity works. And I know that you had a first job once and maybe you didn't understand your first job within the first week of working there. So you had time to learn about your job. This is my time to learn about my job. So stop being evil. All right, well, on that note, I'm gonna go. I really hope I didn't forget any details of the story because it's a good one. It gets me mad every time I tell it, as we've seen from me ranting the entire time. I hope you guys like this story. And if you did like the story, subscribe because there's going to be a lot more stories like this because unfortunately, when you work in customer service, people suck. For every shitty customer you get, you have like 3 positive ones. It's like a 3-to-1 ratio. So thank God for the good people. But yeah, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And also go follow me on everything else. It's all at avamerceis except for my Snapchat, which is at ava.merceis. All right, I love you guys. Bye.